Hey guys, this video is going to be showing you how to replace your washing machine boot seal. This is my old one I just replaced. As you could see probably why I wanted to replace it. It smells pretty good. So most of these videos I've watched tells you to remove everything and pull this thing out and take the panels off and all this stuff. It is not necessary, at least with this washing machine. If you read, like this came with the instructions, literally not that big of a deal. Disconnect power. There's this spring clamp around the outside edge holding the entire boot on. So that's the first thing you want to do, is go to this bottom edge where you have this flap. You will notice a spring underneath here. You want to take a flat screwdriver, whatever, or actually pliers. Pull this out in front, it'll snap right off, pull off. Then you peel this boot back, push that into the inside of the washing machine. I didn't get too far, so I'll show you what I did. This hose, mine had a white zip tie. Cut that off and remove it. Once you do that, you get to the back top edge. You see that kind of rectangle edge? There's a plastic thing there, and there's another spring around the whole perimeter here. Basically, the instructions tell you to take the bellows with both hands and pull down and towards you, and that inside spring will come out with the boot. I did that. I thought it was going to rip the old one, although I didn't care if it ripped because I'm replacing it, but it did not. So that pulled out. When you put the new one in, you want to make sure that that lines up. That square will go over a plastic square that's there that needs to line up. And the hardest part for me was it tells you to start putting that in with the spring. They give you these spacers, although they don't tell you how to use them. But basically it says, get the spring in that groove at like a 2 o'clock position. Put in this spacer in between the channel and the outside, and that should kind of hold it, a 2 o'clock and a 9 o'clock, and then continue bending, pulling the spring around. I would recommend getting a friend to help. It took me about 3 or 4 tries to get that spring around there and snapping off, and it was not fun, but I eventually just did it and got it on. So once that's on there, which the edge, that plastic has to press over into that little lip. They recommend using a dish detergent or some sort of lubricant to ease that onto the shell. Once you know that that is properly in there, you get that spring and do all that. And then same thing, hook up this hose again, put another zip tie if you don't have a clamp. Then it goes to the outside part. Basically, you're going to want to get the perimeter. You gotta make sure these arrows line up, by the way. And if this all looks similar to you, that's what you gotta do. I'm gonna put this down and basically set that all around here on the perimeter, get it on the edge. And then you got your front spring again, this outside spring. And you're gonna sit that in there and pull it and tighten it around the edge. And basically you're done. Don't have to take anything apart, don't have to do anything else. It's a little bit of work, but definitely not too bad to replace yourself for under $100 for this boot. I found this open box package of this brand new one for about 75 bucks. And now I have a nice clean new washing machine instead of buying a new one. So that's it. It's quite easy. And this the same boot kit, by the way, I went by the number, the bellows kit 134515300. I saw that one video I saw was not for a Kenmore. Like, this washing machine is the same exact as a few other brands. But basically, that's the whole install. That's the spring under there. It's all the way around. As long as that seal's all good and that's all in there, this is the final product. And I'll tell you what, having no smell and not looking like this, it's pretty fantastic. Throw that right out. Good to go. Thanks.